Welcome to an Aloft stream. This one is going to be a little bit strange, a little bit unusual. um, Last night, my love and I had been attempting to play, and something really strange happened. Notice that I am actually on a wild island, and my home island is not there. I ran into a very strange issue where at some point we were doing our thing, we were having fun, and one of my pheasants went missing. We figured it must have been underneath the house because there's a little bit of a gap underneath the stairs where the pond is. So we're looking everywhere for this pheasant and we're not finding it. So he's gone. And I decide, okay, well, with, a discussion with my love, Pastry, and we decide, okay, we'll just pick up the island and respawn it, and maybe, the version of turning your computer off and then back on, maybe the pheasant will reappear, right? Because he's nowhere to be found. He's not underneath the water, he's not flying around, he's nowhere. He's not falling from the sky, he's like completely gone. I have all my other animals, but so I went and picked up the island, and I'm not sure what happened, but now we're near this island right here. We're picking up we land on it, we pick up the island, and then I tried to respawn the island. Let's see if it will do it again, because it's no, I went on is spawned. It shouldn't be. Okay. So, okay. That's strange. Alright, because I'm pretty sure I picked up all my islands yesterday. So I go here. First of all of a sudden I have a unnamed island, which I didn't do. We have the Argonauti, but I don't want to touch the file because I don't know what's going on. Completed ship was supposed to be our current island, so I have one in the workshop that has a bird-like shape where you got a long extended head as kind of the dock, so that you can get closer to an island and maybe like use it to go to the island and come back and land. Sort of a runway. You have two wings on each side, and it's basically Spacious Ship Island. That's what I named it. Now you can see I had downloaded several, but now I have an issue. And why is it showing me like, okay. Let's skip. Anyway, I had my airship, and because it was so difficult to build in the island workshop builder, I just brought it in as is and worked on it with Pastry, and we built an amazing spacious home, 2 stories, with the possibility of adding more, 2 huge wingspans, full of crops, and underneath those on the first floor, sticking out off the island, but underneath the crops is the animals' enclosure. Now, mind you, none of them have ever escaped the enclosures before, and now all of a sudden, they're fenced. There's no way they should be coming out. And like I said, the pheasant was just gone. It escaped. It somehow ended up in the or in limbo. In like I don't even know. So I renamed Spacious Ship Island Built. Let's see what happens when I try to spawn it. That is not my island. That is a workshop I downloaded called Are There Cats Here? And it's with the turtle, which I don't have the pieces for the turtle yet. We haven't progressed that far. But now, every time I try to spawn any island at all, this is what happens. It's the stupid turtle. And it shouldn't be. I didn't change any of my files. I didn't rename any of my files. I didn't, copy over any of my files. And sadly, Pastry Cat sent me a copy of the island because we had I had sent him the JSON file so that he could have the island too. Now, the day before yesterday, we found out that if you spawn the same island in co-op, you have the same file each. It does not differentiate between your island and the other person's island. So we both had the ship out at the same time. And if he tried to pick it up, sometimes it would pick up mine instead of his, and vice versa. But yesterday, we had decided we're not going to spawn the same file. So I had sent him the file, and he had sent me back the file with a few changes to it, which is fine. We're sharing file. Okay, we're sharing islands because we get input from each other, whatever. So, but now, yesterday, all of a sudden, when I picked up my island to try to get my pheasant back, our pheasant back, because although I'm adopting all the animals, he didn't really, he rolls his eyes, but he didn't really object or anything, and he loves me for it. Anyway, so, you can ask him his side of it, but basically, no pheasant. My island is completely gone. Every single island that I am trying to spawn turns into the turtle. Oh, wait, no. Except for one file. Well, I have not touched the Argonauti file because I'm so scared of losing it. That was our first home island, Now, there's a lot of fog here. Now, okay. So I missed my landing. But as you can see, our entire home gone. Okay, where did my island go? There's just too much fog. Guys, devs, can you guys just stop with the fog? Okay. So there it is. None of it is built. This is basically the Virgin Workshop file as I built it in the workshop. All of this was built. There were crop plots all over here. we had a navigation console area here with chests. We had so many things. We had all the the crafting stuff that we are at so far. So much storage, all gone. My animals all gone. I have vegetables. The bridge that I had built is no longer built. See, I had put 2 extra wing things down here, and all our animals were in the pen. We had 3 alpacas, 3 sheep, 3 goats, and 2 pheasants. All gone. I can't recover the file. It's either delete everything and get the workshop files all over again and rebuild from scratch, because although Paystreak has the file of the built ship island, it has started actually glitching for him too, and now he spawns the turtle. I need a fix for this. I lost my beasties, I lost my island. We have literally nothing left. And that's not cool. I have no idea what happened. Literally, I just picked up my island and tried to spawn it. The same file. And no, it just turns into the turtle or the unedited workshop file, which was too complicated to finish in the island builder, so we figured let's build it in world, in game, on the co-op server, which is my hosted server. I host it. But yeah. So I don't know what to say. I don't know how to deal with it. It is still an issue, obviously. My files seems to have all been, even though they're still named the correct name, so I went digging into the depths of the files of the app data for the game, to my characters' home islands. And all of these are the turtle or the virgin workshop, unedited, nothing. I can't even get my paradise island. Like I said, I'm afraid of trying to spawn the Argonauti in case the file gets corrupted. And they're all the turtle, except for the one that, see, turtle again, and it shouldn't be the turtle. We thought maybe there was something corrupted about the server, that it did not read the files properly, but instead, like, all of my files that have, like, I tried deleting all of it, all of my islands, except for the Argonauti that I don't want to touch. I tried deleting all the files except for the originals, which I had a backup of. They're all turning into the turtle. All of them. I don't know what to do. I filed a ticket with the developers. I don't know what to do. They're all turning in. I don't have the parts to make the turtle island. We're not that far in the game. I downloaded the workshop that is called Are There Cats Here? So if I actually go into Steam right now, into the workshop, and I that I've subscribed to. I know you guys can't see this, but I'm looking. Turtle Island. When the file is called "Are There Cats Here?" but it is Turtle Island. And unfortunately, absolutely all of my files are turning into the turtle. It doesn't seem to have the little extra island on it that it should have. But that's and I have no idea what happened. How my files from my own islands that I made in the island builder, my own workshops, are all, literally all, turning into the turtle. Now the Argonauty I don't want to touch, but it was the first island that we discovered that was already built as a ship, and I am very afraid that trying to spawn it will also spawn the turtle. This empty file, it makes no sense. Why is there a no-named island file? And it's still the turtle. And I've tried entering information into the Steam discussion to try to find out if it happened to anyone else, and I've gotten zero answers, zero comments, nothing. Literally, the whole thing is a mess, a complete wreck. And so, like I said, I went back into my downloads for the JSON file that Pastryk and I were sharing, because we were trying to keep a copy of the ship island that we just built together after I did a lot of work for it in the island builder, and even that seems to be turning into the turtle. It's not even in the game files. It is in my computer's downloaded files folder. And it is also spawning the turtle. And that makes absolutely no sense at all. No one has access to my computer but me. The island was fine until, you know, I have no idea what's going on. This should not be happening. Something is taking all my files and recoding them somehow. I feel like I'm like losing my sanity over this. Like, I feel like I'm being gaslit, because again, all of my files are turning into this turtle, and that's not it. That's not. So I don't know how to fix this. It's obviously still an issue. Oh, I don't want to lose my Paradise Island. I suppose I should make sure it's still not a turtle. And that one is okay. This one is good. I'm very much afraid that if I... Wait, the house is not built. No, okay, that's the garden. Okay, the house is still built. Okay. I should have a copy of my beasts on there. The alpacas, the goats, the pheasants. That one is okay. So that means the Argonauty should also be okay. I am very afraid right now that if I pick it back up, it'll turn into the turtle. Very afraid. Yeah. I if someone has an explanation, if I don't know, I'm just absolutely stumped. I cannot get the home that we built with the nice bridge over the pond and huge, bird-like structure with so many crops planted, and all of it's gone. We had progressed, and we had unlocked some things and built them, and that's gone too. And there's no guarantee at this point. Like, my linen sales on it are gone. Our clothing stuff is gone. We're gonna have to regather the supplies and rebuild a lot of the stuff because it's not all gone. And I don't know. I don't have any answers. And like I said, I'm worried that my own island is going to get corrupted if I try to pick it up again and become a turtle. And now it's documented partially. I wish I had been actually filming it yesterday because, it's a day later. But, like, what's going on? I would like to know why my absolutely wonderful home with pastry that we worked on together is just gone. Either we rebuild it from scratch and risk it, turning into a turtle again, or and I honestly, at that point, getting our beasts back would be difficult. I don't know. I'm absolutely puzzled. There should be no way that summoning a file on a server should rewrite it to something it's not. So I guess be careful what you guys download as workshops, because obviously, I don't know, something happened. Why my files are all being slowly replaced by the Turtle Island, I have no idea. It is not amusing. It's frustrating. Very, very frustrating, because we put so much work into it. It was such a beautiful home, and now all I have are some pictures. Not even the whole thing, just a few pictures. That's all that's left of it. All the effort, all the progress, it's all gone. Our beasties, if I didn't have a copy of them on this island, if they're still there, because I literally moved them off the island, derez this island, and spawn the other island that we ended up building together. And don't get me wrong, I like Paradise Island. It has been a gorgeous garden island, but the Spacious Ship Island was exactly what it says. It was spacious. It had plenty of room for everything. Storage, crops, like a lot more crops than what we have on Paradise Island. A bigger house with all the crafting areas that we could possibly need. And the island kind of was straight in a way that flying it wasn't confusing. Like, it's very difficult when you look at Paradise Island to tell where the nose of it or the front of it is versus the back of it. So when you're trying to fly it, it's a little bit confusing. It's not impossible, it's just more difficult. And we didn't have that problem with the other island. But again, everything's gone. All our storage, all the resources we had gathered, the linen sails I had built, the lamps, the each areas, the storage, the everything. It's all gone. It is very frustrating. And now I'm afraid that once I land on Paradise Island, which, don't get me wrong, it was a very nice home. Again, excellent garden forest. I'm afraid to discover whether my beasts are gone, because I had moved them on manually. I had flown Paradise Island with the dock that you can see so close to the island I'm currently standing on that I just picked up each animal and carried them onto the wild island. Derez Paradise Island, spawned a new ship island. We built it, we came back and grabbed the beasties, and I sent them to the home point after I put the kite on it. And we carried them to their enclosure. All gone. All of it just completely pointless, completely gone. So now you get a little bit of a tour of Paradise Island, where we have the crops and we have the beast enclosure. We have a little bit of... This is the spot where everything spawns when you come in. Oh gosh, they're here. Cairo and Everett and Sage and yeah, compost. Okay. Hold on. My pheasants are here, but I'm missing beasties. Oh no. No. Olive is gone. David, the alpaca, is gone. No. I only have... You guys poop too much. I'm missing 2 goats, 2 alpacas. No, 1 goat, 2 alpacas, and all my sheep. They're all gone. Okay, our beds are gone. We obviously left resources. Victor fiber. Why is my inventory full? Okay. Wait, the clay... All the food we had is gone. We have... Okay. Alright. So we have some stuff up here, but all our storage is gone. I dismantled some of it so we could get the pieces so that we could just build it on the ship island, and that's all gone. It's all completely gone. Now the linen sales had gotten us this far. All our spare atlases are gone. Everything. I don't know what to say. I'm like, half my beasts are gone. This is not happy. This is not. They were not. Like, how do I have only half of my beasts on this island? It saved it with some of them still here and some of them considered off island. They're not there. I'm heartbroken. I'm literally heartbroken. We worked so hard, did so many things, and now, like, like that makes it really difficult to adventure, you know? Because now we have to somehow figure out why, what's going on. It kind of, it hurts. I mean, so much effort, so much energy. We can rebuild it, but it's what's the point if it's just gonna turn into the turtle island? Like, that makes no sense. I would like my islands back. I would like my beasties back. I would like. This is just. I mean. There's no point in even leaving this out if I don't have all my creatures. The game is broken. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm not sure, like, how this can be fixed. Deleting all the files that I had doesn't work. Doesn't. At this point, like, it doesn't even matter anymore. Like, I honestly don't know how it can just be the turtle. It's not supposed to be. Or, again, not built. And so it's all gotta be redone. And I've lost my beasts. There's, like, everything. It's a skeleton of, like, how many resources did we use up to build this thing in the first place? And now it's a shell. It's a partial shell. There's nothing left. I had added a beak to it to make it even more bird-like. It's all gone. The resources we used, the time we did, the fact that we did it together, it's all gone. I would like it back. Like, how is that even possible that my files became the turtle? I have no explanation. I have no. you know, idea what the heck's going on, and nobody seems to have an answer because it doesn't seem to have happened to anybody else. So I'm left with the bleak reality that I have to rebuild from scratch. Now, there may be hope because even this file was the turtle yesterday. So I don't know what happened. I have deleted so many files and tried to re-download them, and nothing. They all end up the turtle at some point. Do I want to even rebuild this magnificent ship with Pastry's help, only to have it become the turtle again? It literally ruins the game. It shouldn't be happening. We had expanded these wings, and we had all the crops planted. We were harvesting them. I mean, how many times do you start over before you say, never mind, it's no more, it's not fun if you gotta restart from this point every time? You know what I mean? It's just, I don't get it. I'm gonna leave this one out. I have literally no files other than that it could be. I can't even look at my other files in game. Like, is it an issue with the cloud service? Is it like because it syncs, right? So I would like answers. I would like to know what happened, how to prevent it, and to be sure that it doesn't happen again. We had dyes. I had made linen clothing. Like, it's all gone. Everything that was stored on the island is gone. Has been absolutely corrupted into the turtle. We have I mean, I cared about those beasties. As silly as it sounds, because they're pixel in a game. Yeah. And they're gone. Just gone. And now if we want to have it again, we gotta rebuild and restart from this point. Like, and do we have a guarantee that it's not gonna happen again? No. As long as we don't know what happened, why my island suddenly became the turtle, we can't prevent it from happening again because we don't know what happened. It is very frustrating. Not rage quit frustrating, but definitely, do I want to bother at this point? Do I want to continue and have it risk happening again when we don't know what happened the first time? Now, Pastry's files were fine, and then I sent him the copy of the file, the original file that he sent me after I sent it to him, and we built it and he saved it so that we could both have it. It should have been fine, and then all of a sudden I send him the file and it turns into a turtle. So now it's not just me. Everything he has in his island files could be getting corrupted too. We don't know. We don't know what's going on. Why all of a sudden it would read all the files as the turtle. And there's nothing we can do. Like, because again, when he tried to spawn it so he could maybe give it back to me, it turned into a turtle too. So what do we do with that? Really, it's very frustrating. So I could delete all of the files to make sure that the corrupt ones are all gone. And re-download my own files that are in the workshop. And rebuild and just keep the ones that I build on the island builder. And hope that somehow they aren't going to be corrupted into the turtle. The other option is for me to start over. But because I'm hosting this world that we were playing co-op, we lose all our progress. I mean, we've lost a whole bunch of progress anyway, but at this point. But, like, you saw we were in almost, like, the inner ring. I don't know. It's lots of questions, no answers. So why my files would either be corrupt or just back to their before status, before we built, before we put the crafting stations on there, before I even embarked the beasts on it. I don't know. If you guys get any answers, please let us know, because at this point that's very frustrating. Like, to have to redo everything, it won't look the same. The base is gonna be the same, but the crops and the everything is not gonna be the same, and we're not gonna have our beasts back. Yeah. With the risk that somehow something is rewriting the game files in certain folders. I don't know. This is literally the strangest thing that's ever happened in a game. For my files to rewrite themselves into the same thing. So I don't know. And meanwhile, we're not even halfway through the game to get to the Leviathan and, you know, rescue it. So I have no idea. Hopefully somebody figures out a solution. Is it the cloud files that are corrupted? So when the game syncs, it rewrites my files? Is it something else? An answer would be nice from the devs. Something. Anything. because this is just kind of lame. Very lame. Very frustrating. Is it the server itself that's somehow the problem? Is it, but then the server is my computer, so who knows? I have no answers. All the stuff we had in storage is gone. All the, you know, that was a couple of days work at least. And now it's just, yeah, one step forward, 3 steps back. There's obviously no getting our beasties back from my files. I don't know what to say. None of those files should have been the turtle. They should have been this file right here, but finished. The whole thing built the way we wanted it. Decorated. Storage, everything should be there, and it's not. And it's going to take us another couple of days to rebuild, providing it doesn't get corrupted all over again to Turtle Island. But now our beasties are gone. All to try to rescue one pheasant that was missing. I don't even know how that happens. Pastryk is my witness. He was there when it started goofing. There's, like, we hadn't messed with the files until that happened, and then I tried to delete the files to try to recover the correct files, and they're gone, so I can't recover. All we can do is take this workshop ship file and start over. What a frustrating, annoying prospect that is. We just spent 2 days building and fixing up this whole thing, and it was starting to be home, and we put linen sails on it and came to this spot, and poof, all gone. 2 days work. Definitely I would like some answers. How is that even possible? And I have no choice but to know that it's possible, because it's literally what happened. And I wasn't rezzing and derezzing islands that much. So we took possession of the Argonaut early on. That's all on streams. We kept it for a long time while exploring back and forth on the outer rim of the map. Then I made Paradise Island, and we decided, okay, it'll be a nice garden-y home, because, you know, the Argonaut is nice, but it's mostly wood ships and platforms and floors. There's no nature to it, and I was very happy with the garden in Paradise Island that I made in the Island Builder. And then, you know, we figured we'd give this one a go because it had more room, and, you know, bigger everything, and still has trees and nature and stuff, which we couldn't grow on the Argonauty. And then this. Those are the only times I rezzed and derezzed islands. Was to switch from the Argonauty to Paradise Island, and from Paradise Island to the Spacious Ship Island. And then to try to find the pheasant, which completely was gone. Which also brings up the question, if you go and take the linen sails and go on the inner rim, in the inner ring of the map, because of the wind storms, do you lose your beasts that way? Like, how does that work? Like, is that what happened? Did something else happen? Was he just glitched to begin with? Did he just disappear with, no chance of getting him back at that point? It's all questions and no answers, and I have no idea. So I'm stuck with no copy of the... I had a copy of the Built Island. It was in my downloaded files. It's corrupt. It becomes the turtle. I don't know what to do. I literally don't know what to do. And yeah, so it's... guess I'm going to leave this out. And see if we're gonna rebuild it or not. We might just go back to a different game for a while. I can't. Like, it's not fun if we have to start over every few days because the file becomes a turtle. It shouldn't be a turtle. We don't have the pieces to build a turtle. I, again, downloaded the Turtle Island workshop from Steam, and now apparently all my files are turning into the Turtle Island. Again, none of it makes sense. None of it should be happening. And I don't know how to fix it, or if it can be fixed, or, do I just go back and delete everything? Do I start from scratch? Like, do we just rebuild this and hope that this doesn't happen again? I don't know. That's another conversation Paystreak and I are going to have. Is it worth it? Do we want to do this? Should we just take time away from this game for a while to try to let the devs figure out what's going on and fix it? Or I don't even know if they can fix it. Again, we have no idea what the heck happened. So... I don't know how all of my files can become the Turtle Island without on purpose rewriting the files and renaming them and stuff, which didn't happen because I was again in the game with Paystreak at the time this started happening. So he knows I wasn't messing with any files. So what happens? What do we do? This is so surreal. It makes absolutely no sense. So I don't know. But you guys have seen it. You've seen how rezzing this should have been, a full made, finished ship version of this with all the storage that we had, all the supplies we had picked up and everything, and it's not. It's literally all gone. I can't even get my beasties off Paradise Island anymore because I have very few of them left. They're not there. Oh, this is giving me a headache. So it's obviously still an issue. I don't know. So Paystreak was as frustrated with this as I was. He didn't want to admit it, but he ended up saying it himself after we just went and did something else, because it's not fun. It's not fun at all when weird, strange, unexplainable problems happen. If it was weird, unexplainable fun and absolutely helpful, we wouldn't, but we wouldn't be frustrated. But this is absolutely frustrating. I can't even shelter from the rain because I would have to build this. It's all start over. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm at least glad I still have the basic workshop file, not turning into a turtle, which is the weirdest thing ever. But yeah, I don't know. That's another long discussion Paystreak and I are gonna have to have. Like, what do we want to do at this point? Obviously he's gonna see this stream because I'm gonna publish it on YouTube. I don't know. How does this even begin to happen? How do you even begin to fix that? It makes no sense. So, again, be careful what you download from the workshop. I don't have any idea if something was in the file that would change all the other files and decide to gobble them up and rewrite them as the Turtle Island, or if it's just, I don't know. My mind's going a mile a minute trying to figure out what might have happened, all the possible scenarios, and I'm driving myself nuts to try to find some sort of explanation that doesn't exist, because I have absolutely no clue what happened. How can you be, like, loading the game, inviting a player, starting to go through to explore more places, gather resources, store them, build things, like a complete new ship, and then all of a sudden, because you can't find one of your creatures, you pick up your island, try to place it down again, and all of a sudden it's a completely different island. No explanation, nothing. It's still the same name of your file. It's a completely different thing that shows up when you try to put it down. Even though you have no other copy of it, And I just, how is that even possible? Is it a glitch in the Matrix? Is it, I don't know. And I can't explain it. It's one of those mysteries. And I'm absolutely unhappy about it, because that shouldn't have been happening. So I will stop whining. I will end the stream, and when Pastreak is up and about, we'll have to discuss what we're gonna do, because it's all gone. So yeah, I don't know. I and again, just the risk that it could happen again. I don't know. So if it happens to anyone else, let us know. Leave comments on the video on YouTube. Reach out to us. I have the ticket filed with the devs. I have I had a ticket filed because my pheasant disappeared. But then I filed a ticket for the island becoming a turtle island. It shouldn't have, but it did. And I have a post out there in the Steam discussions for Aloft. So if it happens to you guys, join in, let us know. File a ticket. The more people who this might have happened to file, the better. Or it could be just a one-person issue. It could be just my luck, because my luck. Yeah, that I'm one of those people in real life where luck just doesn't happen. Everything could be going great for a while, and all of a sudden, bam, the sky falls on my head, literally. So I attract weird situations like this, I guess, or I don't know, just karma, maybe, or bad luck, or just, I don't know. Again, if it happens to you guys, reach out. If you somehow have thoughts on what we can do to prevent this happening again, or what might even have happened, reach out. Just leave a comment, let us know. And by all means, if you haven't played the game in a day, 24 hours, something, and your beasts disappear, just be careful about picking up your ship island and putting it back down. It might not be what it was supposed to be. Or again, that could just be a one-off thing, a strange burble in the universe. I don't know what to say. I'm going to just end the stream and publish the video. If you know, if we decide what we're gonna do with this, well, we may or may not play it more. We may or may not go to a different game for a while. Let the frustrations be forgotten, and, you know, we're here to have fun. We're not here to have strange issues like this. Like, I yeah. So be careful if you derez your island and put it back down. I'm hoping it's just a one-time thing because I really don't want to go through that again, and I don't wish it on anybody. Yeah, we'll see you next time, I guess. Thank you for watching. I wish I knew. Anyway, thank you so much. See you next time.